Good afternoon to everyone on the call. My name is Rebecca Naidu. I'm an academic program manager here at MANCOSA. I've been with MANCOSA for the past 3 years, and I'm happy to be here today.
Awesome. Pleasure to have you today. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. And how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So there is an upcoming quality conference that will be held on the 27th and 28th of February at MANCOSA in Durban. Can you just tell us a bit more about this conference and exactly what the dialogue will be on without giving us too much information?
So, it is very safe to say that MANCOSA is an institution that is driven by innovative solutions that seeks to transform the landscape of education from a South African perspective. Now, having said that, this platform that we're creating with the conference is to come forward and discuss the different types of institutional practices and methodologies that was used for the promotion of quality, and specifically within the higher education and digital online space. So I think the aim of the discussions for the conference is going to be centered around discussing what we currently use and then strategically planning for how we can move forward now that we are in the post-pandemic, and how we can either align, enhance, or adapt to the changing environment. And so I think this is the crux of the conference, just coming forward, having robust discussion, listening to other ideas, putting the quality agenda out there, and also learning from one another.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. And we recently experienced, or 2 years ago, going to 3 now, we had COVID-19, and we are in post-COVID-19, but people are going back to school, but there's been quite a lot of changes, and it sort of took some things out of the student experience or the overall human experience. So how will this enhance the human experience?
So I think, just based on different perspectives, and I can tell you from a MANCOSA perspective, and us being in one of the online leading distance education providers, for us, the transition to remote learning was very seamless, but we found that it worked. And a lot of institutions, because of the pandemic, found that online learning coupled together with the right tools is very effective, and we need to embrace the future. I don't think it's ever going to be a matter of us going and reverting back to completely contact-based face-to-face learning. It's always going to be either flexible classroom, hybrid learning, blended learning. These are the way of the future. And I think that this type of conferences is going to build confidence amongst students, amongst academics, of how online education has transformed, and destigmatize the concept that contact-based learning was the preferred way of delivery.
So COVID-19 digitized our entire lives, as we had mentioned before. So I personally finished my degree online. How do we enhance quality in online academic delivery at higher institutionals in South Africa?
All right. So, talking about the quality of academic delivery in higher education, it's a non-negotiable concept. It's a make or break. If you are not delivering at a level at which the student expects, you will not either get that student to enroll or have the ability to retain them. And with the pandemic, you find that the way in which we deliver content has changed completely. And what we must appreciate is that many institutions was able to swiftly remove to online learning. But having said that, with many institutions now adopting a remote learning model, did they have the tools to support it and make sure that there's a quality element? And I think the question to that is no. And this could be due to the lack of knowledge, or maybe the lack of training, or whatever it might have been. But now, post-pandemic and 2 years later, that online content becomes questionable. All right. And then you want to be able to make a distinction between emergency remote learning and online learning that is supported by pedagogical underpinnings. Because online learning is just not a matter of taking contact-based content, and placing it on an online platform. It is rather a community of learning where you need to support your student holistically. And this is one thing that I think MANCOSA has excelled in. And it's because our content was digitized prior to the pandemic. And what I can confidently say is that we've enhanced our development, and we've used this platform or the pandemic to be better prepared for any challenges that might arise in the future. And I think we've also been very committed to our students in that we've impacted their lives through innovative education. So there is no certainty, as you've mentioned. There are various things that might arise, but an institution that is continuously moving towards innovative and transformative learning will be able to adapt in a changing environment.
In closing, is the conference open to the public? If yes, how can they become involved? And do you ladies have any closing remarks?
So the conference has been opened up to any stakeholders that would like to join, anyone who feels that they can contribute, that they want to be a part of the conversations and they value adding, or if you just want to come in and hear and learn. The conference has been opened up for that. We've sent out a media release. We've engaged with stakeholders that we found might be interested in attending the conference. So it is still open. People can still register, and we encourage people to attend the conference so that we can engage in robust discussions. We opening up the platform. We're talking all things culture, all things quality culture, and I think this is a very, very exciting move on MANCOSA's part. It's actually our second conference, and we're really looking forward to stakeholders engaging with us and learning from one another.
Fantastic. I look forward to it personally.
Some of the hot topics that you can look out for is topics on the quality of programs and courses, student engagement, internal quality assurance, quality enhancement, educational leadership, a lot of hot topics, a lot of room for debate and discussion. So we really do encourage you to register, join us, and we look forward to engaging with you.
Thank you. Awesome. This has been a fantastic conversation. Lastly, can it be joined virtually?
Yes, I do believe that you can. You have the option of either joining in person or virtually. Yes,
okay.
You can.
Great. Thank you so much. Please have a fantastic day. We appreciate you giving us your time. Thank you.
No problem.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.